Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all. Today we will discuss the next subtopics from the chapter. The chapter name is Human Environment Interactions, the Tropical and the Subtropical Region. In the previous class, we discussed about the subtopics. The subtopics are climate and rainforest. So before starting the chapter, we will recapitulate the subtopic. The first subtopic is climate. Student, you know that the Amazon basin stretches directly on the equator and is characterized by hot and wet climate throughout the year. Both day and nights are almost equally hot and humid. The skin feels sticky. It rains almost every day, that too without much warning. The day temperatures are high with very high humidity. At night the temperature goes down but the humidity remains high. Humidity will be high in night and day also. The second subtopic is rainforests. Student, you know that as it rains heavily in this region, thick forests grow. The forests are in fact so thick that the dense roof created by leaves and branches does not allow the sunlight to reach the ground. The sun rays will not penetrate enter in the ground, on the ground. Understand? And due to it the ground remains dark and damp. We can get different type of trees and different type, we only get there shady tolerant vegetation in the rain forests. Orchids, bromeliads grow as plant parasites. We can get the animals like tapirs, understand, sloth and ant-eating tapirs. So besides we can get here more insects, several species of fishes including the flesh-eating piranha fish. We can get also here in the river, Amazon river. So I hope that you are understanding. We will discuss the subtopics from the chapter. Dear students, in this class we will discuss the subtopics. The subtopics are people of the rainforests and life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. In the previous class we studied about rainforests of Amazon basin. Here we will know about the people of the rainforests. Students, you know that while men hunt fish along the rivers, women take care of the crops. They mainly grow tapioca, white grain, pineapple and sweet potato. They practice slash and burn agriculture. Slash and burn agriculture means firstly they will slash and cut the trees and bushes. Afterward these will be burnt. After burning, when the land, they will get nutrients from the land. Now crops will be grown on the cleared field. After some time what will happen? After some time what will happen? When the land lose the fertility, they will choose different land. In the same process, clear the trees and bushes. Afterward they will sow the seeds, and now on that time the old land would get the fertility, then they will choose the same land for cultivation. Understand? This technique is known as slash and burn. Firstly cut the trees and bushes, afterward burning they will grow the crops. After some time the land will lose the fertility, they will choose another land and now after some time they will return on the same land, when the land will get the fertility by growing the trees, understand, and they will repeat the same process. Student, you know that the staple food is manioc, also known as cassava, that grows under the ground like the potato. Cassava, just like which we say manioc, also known as cassava, just like that grows under the like the potato. And people of the rainforest, they also eat ants and egg sacs. The cash crops, from that they will gain profit money. Cash crops are coffee, maize and cocoa are also grown, understand. Some families live in thatched house. Thatched house, you have seen the house that are made of straw and mud in village areas, shaped like beehives. There are other large apartment like houses called maloka, understand, with a steeply slanting roof. The roof will be slanting, steep. Life of the people of the Amazon basin is slowly changing. In the older days, the heart of the forest could be reached only by navigating the river. In 1970, the Trans-Amazon Highway, because of the Trans-Amazon Highway, made all the parts of transport accessible, understand. So people can reach there by aircrafts and helicopters, also used for reaching various places. The indigenous population was pushed out from the area and forced to settle in a new areas where they continue to practice their distinctive way of farming. The indigenous population means the people who were living in the Amazon basin, they were pushed to go out. After some time, they were pushed to go out in the different areas for cultivating the land, understand, for farming. The development activities are leading to the gradual destruction. Because of development, the gradual destructions has been started in the forest. Of the biologically diverse rainforest, it is estimated that a large area of the rainforest has been disappearing annually in the Amazon basin, understand. Because why? What is the reason behind it? The destruction of forest has a much wider implications. The topsoil is washed away as the rains fall and the lush forest turns into a barren landscape. The topsoil, because of cutting of the reckless trees, the land started to lose fertility, and when the land loses the fertility, the topsoil started to what? The topsoil is washed away, understand. The next subtopic is life in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. The tributaries of rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra together form the Ganga Brahmaputra basin in the Indian subcontinent. Because of the tributaries, small rivers, the supportive rivers of Ganga and Brahmaputra form the Ganga Brahmaputra basin in the Indian subcontinent. And the basin lies in the subtropical region, rather that is situated between 10 degree north and 30 degree north latitude. You can get 10 degree north to 30 degree north, this region, and this region will be known as Ganga Brahmaputra basin. This is the region of Brahmaputra, and you are getting Ganga river is flowing, and afterward they will meet together and that will form, they will form Ganga Brahmaputra basin, 10 to 30 degree north latitude. The tributaries of the river Ganga like the Ghaghra. These are the tributaries, supportive rivers, we can say. Ghaghra, the Son, the Chambal, the Gandak, the Koshi, and the tributaries of the Brahmaputra drain it. Understand? Himalayas and the Sundarbans delta are the main features of the basin. Oxbow lakes dot the plain area. The area is dominated by monsoon climate. The monsoon brings rains from mid-June to mid-September. The summers are hot and the winters cool. So the special thing is that Himalayas and the Sundarban delta are the main features of the basin. Oxbow lakes dot the plain area. In the plain area we can get Oxbow lakes. You have seen the Oxbow lakes. When the river will take the turn and twist and turn, you will get, and the part which will cut from the turning part, this part will be known as a Oxbow lake. Understand? The basin area has varied topography. The environment plays a dominant role in the distribution of the population. Because of the basin, Ganga Brahmaputra basin, people live there. So the mountain areas with steep slopes have inhospitable terrain. Inhospitable terrain means that people don't live there because of the place is not good to live, inhospitable terrain. Therefore, less number of people live in the mountain areas of the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. The plain area provides the most suitable land for human habitation. Because of plain, the plain is fertile because of Ganga Brahmaputra basin also, and land for human habitation. The soil is fertile. Agriculture is the main occupation of the people where flat land is available to grow crops. The density of population of the plains is very high. The main crop of the plain area is paddy. Cultivation of paddy requires sufficient water, and it is grown in the areas where the amount of rainfall is high. What do you understand by the term population density? It means the number of persons that live in 1 square kilometer of area. The population density of Uttarakhand is 189, West Bengal 1029, and Bihar 1102. People in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin plain area, they also cultivate wheat, maize, sorghum means jowar, gram, and millets are the other crops that are grown. They also use cash crops. From that they will get money. Sugarcane, jute are also grown. Banana plantation are seen in some areas of the plain. In West Bengal, in the plain areas we can get banana as a plantation. In West Bengal and in Assam, tea is grown in plantations. Silk is produced through the cultivation of silkworms in parts of Bihar and Assam. In Bihar and Assam, we can get silk is produced. In the mountains and hills where the slopes are gentle, they are not so steep. On that place, crops are grown on terrace, we can say terrace farming. So, in the Ganga Brahmaputra plains, we can get tropical deciduous trees. Deciduous trees which shed their leaves by the season. Understand? Along with teak, sal, and peepal trees, we can get deciduous trees in Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Thick bamboo groups are common in the Brahmaputra plain. In the Brahmaputra plain, we can get thick bamboo groups are very common. The delta area is covered with the The delta area is covered with mangrove forest. Mangrove forest where saline water we can get. On that place we can get mangrove forests. Understand? In saline water. In parts of Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh, coniferous trees. Coniferous means the trees which have cone like shape, like pine, deodar. Understand? In height we can get such type of trees, especially in mountains, on the mountains. Deodar and fir can be seen because the climate is cool and the slopes are steep. Understand? In the cold climate. And afterward we have to know what do you mean by terrace forming. Terraces are built on the steep slopes. You have seen the steep slopes on the mountains area to create flat surface on which crops are grown. To create flat surfaces on which crops are grown, the slope is removed to that so that water does not run off rapidly. Slopes will be removed so that water will not flow rapidly downwards. Understand? So this will be known as terrace forming. There are variety of wildlife in the basin. Ganga Brahmaputra basin, we can get variety of wildlife. Elephants, tigers, deer and monkeys are common. And we can get one horned rhinoceros is found in the Brahmaputra plain. Understand? In the delta area we can get also Bengal tiger, you have known that, very famous. Crocodiles and alligators are found. Aquatic life, we can get aquatic life in water, abounds in the fresh river waters, the lakes and the Bay of Bengal sea. The most popular varieties of fish are the rohu, katla and hilsa. These are the special varieties of fish we can get in Bengal. The most popular varieties of the fish are in everywhere we can get also. The fish are rohu, katla and hilsa. Hilsa you have known it in your English chapter also. Fish and rice is the staple diet of the people living in the area. The people who live in the area, their main diet is fish and rice. Understand? And in the fresh waters of river Ganga and river Brahmaputra, a variety of dolphin, we can get variety of dolphin locally, which we say susu, also called blind dolphin, is found. The presence of susu is an indication of the health of the river. The untreated industrial and urban waters with high amount of chemicals are killing the species. So if we are getting susu, dolphin in the water, so it will indicate the health of water. The water is fresh, healthy. But because of urbanization, urban waters, industrial water, these species are in danger. And in the Ganga and Brahmaputra has several plain has several big towns and cities. The cities of Allahabad, Prayagraj, we know Allahabad, Prayagraj, Kanpur, Varanasi, Lucknow, Patna and Kolkata, all with the population of more than 10 lakhs, are located along the river. Understand? River Ganga. The wastewater from these towns and industries is discharged into the rivers. This leads to the pollution of the rivers. Because of these cities, wastewater, industrial water, the river has been polluted. We can get all the four ways of transport are well developed in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin because of the plain area. In the plain areas, the roadways and railways transport the people from one place to another place. Understand? We can get in the plain area roadways and what? Railways. The waterways is an effective means of transport, particular along the rivers. Along the rivers, we can get effective means of transport is waterways. Kolkata is an important port of the river Hooghly. You have heard the name of Hooghly. The plain area also has a large number of airports, and in the plain area we can get a large number of airports. And tourism is another important activity on the basin. Taj Mahal on the banks of river Yamuna in Agra we can get. Allahabad on the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna. We can get also Buddhist stupas in Uttar Pradesh and in Bihar. Lucknow with its Imam Bada is famous. Assam with Kaziranga and Manas with wildlife sanctuaries, and Arunachal Pradesh with a distinct tribal culture are some of the places worth a visit. So, these are the places on the plain area which are worthy to visit. So, I hope that you have understood all this clearly. Thanks for watching the video.